So, good morning everyone. I am Jack Geronimo and I am your reporter for today. And my topic is input and output devices. An input device is a piece of computer hardware equipment used to provide data and control signal to an information processing system or IPS. Some of the example of input device are switch and push buttons. They are the ones that you will usually see as start or stop buttons in a PLC controlled system. It operates by either making contact or breaking the contact. Hence, push buttons are divided into two categories, which is the normally open and the normally closed. Normally open is the one that is normally open, meaning without mechanical pressure on the button, the electrical circuit is open, so there is no connection. See, this is the example of that normally open push button. There's no connection, meaning naka-off. Normally closed is a push button that is the default state, makes electrical contact with the circuit. So there is a contact, meaning the push button is naka-on. There's a continuity over the circuit. Break before make, a switch that is configured to break or open the first set of a contact before engaging or closing the second contact. So this is normally used if Jowi is a generator. So pag magpuli ka mo ng source, for example nag-burn out, naka-onan sa line 1 which is sa source eco. So i-off ni man line 1, i-on ni mo ang line 2 which is a generator. So break before make, so down sa kasagaran tagpulihan na nan break before make an itong mga plangka nakarazo kung magamit plangka. Selector switch, an electrical switch that is selects a particular circuit or a group of circuit as one of telephone switchboard. So this switch is commonly used in air conditioning unit or electric fan. So number 2 is the limit switch, is a switch operated by the motion of a mechanical part or presence of an object. So limit switch is commonly used in our refrigerator. So mapansin niyo kung i-abre nat mo on, hapad ko nato isirado mo off an suga. So this is also used in our motorcycle sa brake. Pag i-brake nato mo on an nato brake lights, pag buhian nato ang brake mo off ang brake lights. Temperature limit switch is a safety device on a furnace that is designed to cut the gas supply when the burner temperature exceed the safety operation range. So this is a safety switch which cut off the connection if the temperature increases. So pag taas na ang temperature, it automatically breaks the connection or the supply. So the pressure limit switch is a form of a switch that operates an electrical contact when a certain set of fluid has been reached on its input. So we normally found pressure limit switch in pressure tank or compressors. So makita nimo si sa nag-drive nan iton zone na mura clock puno pa zone analog meter. Level limit switch, signal whether the medium being monitored has reached the rising above or falling below a set of level based on its installation height. So this is used by the factory. So ibutang ini sa tank para mahibay ang kupuno na ang tank sanan kun wayay loon ang tank. Sensors. Number 3, sensors is a device that measures physical input on its environment and converts into data that can be interpreted by either a human or a machine. So we already know what sensors are. So These are the factors in choosing sensors. So the accuracy, dynamic range, so ang perimeter na ni sa range, response time, sensitivity, stability, repeatability, and reliability. Number 4 is the proximity sensor. Is a sensor able to detect presence nearby objects without any physical contact. So this is the common sensor. So this is commonly used for security purposes. Inductive proximity sensor are used in non-contact detection of metallic objects. So this sensor is commonly used by soldiers to detect bombs and landmines. So the 4.2 is the capacitive proximity sensor, can detect both metallic target and non-metallic targets in powder, granulate, liquid, and solid form. So it can both detect metals and non-metals. So it is very effective sensor. It's very sensitive. The reed switch is an electrical switch operated by applied magnetic field. So the reed switch is a switch that is normally open. So pag ay electrical field na present, so the reed switch becomes normally closed. So mo-on ang switch pag ay electrical field. The photoelectric sensors are devices used to determine distance, absence, or presence of an object by using a light transmitter, often infrared, and photoelectric receiver. They are largely used in industrial manufacturing, so it can also detect the color, the dynamic, the distance, and a lot more. Modes of operating photoelectric sensors. So it can operate through beam or an reflected type. The photoelectric sensor operates as a true beam type when the emitter and the detector is placed such that the light is fully incident to the detector. So it can operate through beam. The photoelectric sensor operates as a reflective type when it requires that object reflects the emitted light into the detector. So number 6 is the ultrasonic sensor. This sensor is commonly used in factories, so it can detect the weight, the size of the product. So it detects on reject, so it triggers displacement position sensor. A displacement sensor measures the distance of a specified reference point of a location of a target object. So it measures the distance of the object that is being detected. So number 8 is the linear rotary potentiometer. Is a 3-terminal resistor with a sliding or rotating contact that forms an adjustment voltage divider. So it works by reducing or increasing its resistance. So kung ubos ang resistance, mutaas ang voltage. Kung mutaas ang resistance, muubos ang voltage. The linear variable differential transformer is an electromechanical sensor used to convert mechanical motion or vibration, especially rectilinear motion, into variable electrical current, voltage, or electrical signals, and reverse. So number 10 is the capacitive displacement sensor. It can also detect the distance of an object but in higher resolution. So let's move to the output devices. And output devices and any piece of hardware used to communicate the result of data processing carried by an IPS and translate the information into understandable form. So the first one is the relay. Is an electrical operated switch. It consists of a set of input terminal of a single or multiple control signals and a set of operating contact terminal. So it works by opening or closing the circuit. So it is commonly used for motorcycle sa mga signal light. Directional control valves are one of the most fundamental parts of the hydraulic and pneumatic system. So it works by controlling the direction of the liquid or the gas. The motor is an electrical machine that converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So this particular one is a DC motor. So we already know what is DC motor. Stepper motor is a brushless electric motor that divides a full rotation into a number of equal steps. So this particular one is very controllable. Example of the application, a conveyor belt, a lift, a robot control system, liquid level monitoring, packaging on conveyor belt system. So makita sab natin ini sa mga litson manuka na mo na nagpatizok na nila machine. So that's all guys, thank you for listening and God bless.